going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. We just got some incredible news today talking about Season of Discovery, talking about Mists of Pandaria. We finally have a launch date for that. We finally have some answers to Season of Discovery, the buff that's going to be coming. We're going to cover it all really quick. I put out a video earlier, but then all this information came out within 2 hours of doing that. So I'm recording this now because I need to get this information out to you guys. So without further ado, let's dive in. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about here is the Scarlet Enclave player buff. That is starting on June 3rd, and that's going to be coming next week pretty much, right? So let's stop walking. That's going to be next week. It's going to be a 5% increase to your damage, healing, and health inside the raid. It's going to increase by 5% every 2 weeks, up to a maximum of 25%. So at the end of this thing, you're going to have, 25% extra damage, healing, and health inside the Scarlet Enclave. Next up on the docket here, we have Mists of Pandaria finally has a launch date, and that's going to be July 21st, with the pre-patch starting on July 1st. So for anyone who wants to, I'll link this article down below in the description. Talks about everything that's coming in Mists, right? The new level cap, all the new zones, new dungeons, raids, the new PvP arena, scenarios, challenge modes, AoE looting, monks, playable race class combinations, all that crazy stuff, pet battles for all my Pokemon fans out there. A lot of stuff coming in Mists, and lately I've been getting a little bit more hyped up for it. And then obviously before we dump right into the SOD stuff, there was an article that came out saying 30% off all the services for Cataclysm Classic currently, like faction character transfers, all that stuff is like discounted right now for anyone who is interested. But anyway, there is a weird connection between Season of Discovery's Scarlet Enclave and Mists of Pandaria. This is the first time I've ever seen them do something like this, and it's actually kind of crazy, but I'm digging it. Like, it's really cool. So you can get a free level 85 character boost for Cataclysm, to go into MOP if you've killed Balnazar in the Scarlet Enclave in Season of Discovery. You have up until June 30th to do this. If you have previously done it and you don't want to do it again, it is retroactive. It says right here at the bottom, it says if you've already taken down Balnazar in Season of Discovery, have no fear. You too will be granted a character boost for your retroactive bravery. So if you killed Balnazar in Season of Discovery, you're getting a free 85 boost right now in Cataclysm. I think you're going to actually receive the boost on July 1st when the pre-patch goes live for MOP. So keep that in mind. If you log in right now, you're not going to see it. I don't see mine. It's going to be coming on July 1st. So if you haven't got that Balnazar kill yet, make sure you go get that, because a free 85 if you're planning on playing MOP, or maybe that'll even convince you to play MOP. I'm sure that was their idea with this whole thing, right? Like, I've talked about it before. Season of Discovery, the better transition for SOD players is going to MOP. It's going to be way better than going to Anniversary, just because MOP is so much more like Season of Discovery than Anniversary is. SOD is very close to MOP in terms of gameplay. I've played both for a lot of time now. Very close in terms of gameplay compared, as compared to Anniversary, comparing to SOD gameplay. Nothing alike. A lot of SOD players are going to have a rough time going to Anniversary. I suggest you guys go give a MOP a try, and honestly, now with a free 85 boost, go for it. What do you got to lose, right? But then we get to the bittersweet part of the day, right? I'm sure some of you may have already heard of it, but the end of Season of Discovery. Work on next major WoW Classic project begins, right? It's bittersweet. There's some good and some bad. So this is a really long article, so I'll basically give you guys the TLDR as we walk through Elwyn Forest on Season of Discovery, where it all started for my warrior. So basically the post is them clarifying everything that we've wanted to know over the past, few months. This is, in fact, pretty much the last phase of Season of Discovery. They're saying that they've now slowed down or pretty much halted development on Season of Discovery to work on Mists of Pandaria and the future Classic project, which I'm sure we all know what that means, right? And what that's going to be. Now, the reason that this is bittersweet is because SOD was amazing for so many people, including myself. I've put thousands of hours into Season of Discovery since it launched. It's helped me build this channel. It's helped me get to connect with you guys. It got me interviews with the developers. Like, it really did a lot for me and kind of kick-started this whole thing with this channel for me. This channel started as a second channel that I just made as a passion project. I have my main channel that's like a tech channel over on YouTube that I've been doing for like 8 years. And I was like, you know what? I want something that I find like fun, you know what I mean? And my passion was always WoW Classic, and I was like, let's make a WoW channel. And SOD really helped me kind of propel that to the next level. And I had so much fun with it. I'm going to be making like a farewell Season of Discovery video at some point over the next week or two, like a really nice, well-edited video. So I won't get too deep into that, but for anyone who is wondering, yes, SOD's development is pretty much done at this point. They are not closing down the realms. They said that they will stay active for a long time, maybe even years to come, so you're not losing your characters. Don't worry about that. There's still a very active community on SOD for anyone who wants to pick it up and start playing it today. There's tons of raids going on. You could level really fast. Like, it is by no means dead, but it is, you know, coming to an end. The development cycle of it is over. You know, I saw pictures of like a cake that they had at Blizzard. You know, thank you for developing SOD, whatever that was. It was pretty cool. So it's just cool to see, you know what I mean? And I think this is awesome, right? Like, this is exactly what I was saying we needed as a community, as a player base. The up in the air, the open-ended stuff was really starting to cause people a lot of pain mentally. Everyone was arguing, fighting. It was creating chaos. And I think I commend Blizzard for doing this post. This is what everyone has needed for a long time. This was an awesome decision to put this post out, to kind of clarify, you know what I mean? People know, you know, now we know what we have and we know where we're going. We know what we got here. You know, if you want to play SOD, you can. It's not going to be getting any major updates. And that's okay. You can still play it to enjoy it if you have fun. You have Mist of Pandaria coming within the next 2 months, which is awesome. And you can now transition from SOD to MOP without having to level 1 to 85 if you know, decide you want to give it a shot. And if it's not for you and you want to go play Anniversary, that's fine too. We have TBC coming at the end of the year. There's a lot of good stuff coming. And I feel like this post, to me at least, it feels good because I think the transparency and just knowing what's going on with the future of at least 2 of these games that we all love and play is so important. And I think it'll help relieve some of that stress, some of that chaos, some of that negativity we've been seeing in the player base. A lot of that comes from the unknown. It comes from not knowing what's going on. And I know that the devs, you know, kind of have their hands tied with that. I'm sure they want to talk more than they do, you know what I mean? But it doesn't, you know, sometimes you're just not allowed to do that in a corporate environment. And I think this post was great. It kind of says everything that we needed to know. And everyone knows, you know, what they got now and where they can go. So bittersweet, right? Like I said, I'm going to be making a SOD farewell video. So look out for that. Loved it. It's been such an awesome version of WoW. Obviously, like arguably my favorite version of Classic that I've played. Honestly, it was a blast. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I want to know how everyone feels about all this crazy news that we just got down in the comments. Seriously, comment everything. I want to know it all. Like the video, subscribe, go over to my Twitch right now, twitch.tv/hammerdance. I stream Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. I'll pin a comment down below. If you don't go follow me on Twitch, we're going to have a problem, all right? So anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching and listening in. I'll see you all in the next one.